through the mountains, plains, and secrets of the world's bite, four riders seek honor, redemption, and discovery in the land of the Predator. In the shifting sands of the desert, Crusovian war tribes fight an unending war centered on four hidden holy sites. But their home is in the mountain range known as the World's Bite, and formerly believed to be the farthest anyone could travel to the west. A nomadic people, the Crusovians are known to adopt others into their tribes, but born or adopted, all Crusovians must show themselves to be honorable and dedicated to their generations-long mission.
Now let's get into it at last. Welcome back to the land of the Predator. It is the 23rd day of Telleth, somewhere between 2:30 and 3 in the afternoon. Heavy snow continues to fall from the overcast sky in great gusting drifts. The day is fairly warm for winter, which is to say it's somewhere around 30 degrees, and the lack of wind has caused a creeping mist to hover over the dark waters. Unfortunately, everyone, we had, and by we, I mean I had some rather severe computer difficulties tonight, so unfortunately we're going to have a bit of a short game. We'll see how long or how short we go. Sorry. Bad DM.
Push through the burn.
You're valid. Let's do a focus ping. Oh yeah, I was on the right. I think I was on the right layer. Okay, so getting back into it. Marcus, you have called the party to gather here at the on the body of water to the north here. Thanks to Roscoe, we are all enjoying the benefits of walk on water. Roscoe, just south of you, Sorry?
Oh, yes. I love that spell.
Just south of you, Roscoe, there is an enormous bear that is trying to peck you with the beak of an owl. While behind you, you have left a nice little puddle of burning oil, which did burn at least a troll or a ghoul, but I forget which. To the east of you, Roscoe, the party is being chased by very, very hungry ghouls, and at least one burning troll. While further over to the east, Mordai, you have successfully gathered up the chain, which for some reason is appearing on my player screen when it shouldn't. Odd. So that it's gathered over here, enabling the boat to back away from the danger. Everyone in the river raft has lit torches, and you, Mordai, you and the strangely displaced panther-like thing are brightly illuminated by the lantern glow. Marcus, you have just recently cast Divine Favor on yourself. I forget the exact round that you cast it in, so I will check.
I believe it was round 15, the same time Bless ended.
You cast it in round 10, so right at the end of right at the end of your turn, or beginning of your turn of the last round. And we are starting off in, let's check and find out, round 11, which means after this round, Throk, you will have, I believe, 2 rounds left of rage. At the end of which you'll take a level of exhaustion because you've been frenzying almost the entire time you've been enraged. So let's kick off into it, shall we?
Mm-hmm.
Fantastic. Mordai, you were up first, sir, in round 11. Take it away, good sir.
Sorry. There I am.
There you
There's
is.
a big, scary cat.
Really disturbing looking scary cat. What you got, Mordai?
I'm going to run.
This makes sense. Seeing as how it's your mount that is going to run, named Mount, do you also want to try and take a shot at this thing?
Not just yet.
Okie dokie.
But I'm trying to remember. I feel like these things had reach, and I want to avoid that.
Well, if you use your handy dandy measuring tool, you will see that you are just outside of 10 feet of this thing.
Right, which also means I don't want to run into that 10 feet is what I was trying to work on.
Ah, well, that's an excellent point. I'm glad I thought of it. Well played, me.
I'm gonna take have Mount take the dash action.
Valid.
I'm gonna have to go through and edit that out.
Negative. I'm going to keep it. You know what? I've had a really hot day. I'm just gonna keep it. I'm sorry?
I want to cast the Dragon's Breath, but I want to be closer to people first.
Ah.
Because I want to use that on someone's one spell. Yeah, I could do that once more. So, you know what? What's the distance here?
Uh, 90 feet? What is that tapping now noise? It's like a scrape tap.
I'm going to cast Shock Bolt.
Okay.
And try
targeting.
to get this owl-like bear creature away from
Okay.
Roscoe.
The range is 120 feet. You have, you can attack at normal, sir. Do you still have Bless active on your character sheet? You do. Please turn Bless off because, you know, Marcus is no longer concentrating on Bless.
That is correct.
However, that means that your attack roll of 24 is a 22. So, shocker, that's actually a slip of the tongue. I did not actually mean to say shocker in regard to Shock Bolt, and that accidental pun reward to me. You certainly hit, sir, for a shocking 6 damage. And
if you don't have an inspiration point, you take one.
I don't have one. I'm taking it. I'm so taking it. Dealing that gigantic monstrosity of a bear 6 damage and sending it skidding away from Roscoe about 10 feet. That's 5. Let's go 10. Yay for 10.
Boom. Hey, now
Very
I don't
nice
have to
shot. Sorry, what was that, Roscoe?
Now I don't have to disengage. That's what I was originally gonna do.
Excellent. Mordai, that was your Mount's action. That was your action. Anything else for you, sir?
Roscoe, come here!
Help me!
Yeah, I'm gonna make a shout out calling Roscoe to me. And I will light the fires in you again.
The fire's in you. Okay.
In
that
talking
case-
about basically like I'm offering it a chance to breathe fire again.
Yeah.
Just
In that case, we shall move to Roscoe. A sparking bolt of electricity just shot right over your head, smacked into the bear thing, and sent it skidding away from you. Would you like to run away from it?
Yes.
Side question, did you also want to equip your shield?
Can I use my interaction to equip my shield?
I would love to say yes, but unfortunately no. You have to use an entire action to equip your shield.
Well, I was planning on doing something else for my action, so I'll
Very
have
well.
to equip it later.
Very well. What would you like to do instead?
Well, you read my mind! I want to get as far away from this thing as possible!
Growls Nightshade because he is quite tired of you being pummeled. I think you've been brought nearly to unconsciousness like 2 or 3 times this fight alone.
Yeah. So, I ride all the way up to my brother and I realize, oh no, Crow doesn't look like he's doing all that great.
So in fact, he's not. Ooh.
So I pull something out of my pouch, which looks to be like a little feather. Not just any feather, but an owl feather.
Did you happen
And
to
I
take
cast.
Did you happen to take it from the bear thing that you just ran away from?
No, this was from like a long time ago.
Go for it. Oh,
But I cast Whistler's Charm on Crow.
Excellent. That is 3 Delta 10 plus your spellcasting modifier as you blow a lilting whistle through the tiny fibers of the owl feather. Roll. I was gonna say damage, but that's not accurate. Roll healing.
No.
I know words. And what's your spellcasting modifier? I think it's a plus 3.
0.
No. Spellcasting modifier is your wisdom modifier.
Yeah,
So-
I have 0 on my Wisdom modifier.
That is literally not possible for you. Your wisdom
I have a
modifier is a
3.
plus 3. So
Well, plus 3 to that.
you are very
That's what,
wise in
22?
this, sir. 22 hit points restored to the poor beaten up horse. Let me sum
But
up by saying he's
full
at
health.
full health. Yep, that just takes him straight up to full health. Very nice, sir.
Ooh.
You're like, my spellcasting modifier is 0. I'm like, that's not actually possible. Would you like to have Nightshade dash? He's only gone 50 feet.
Yeah, let's see. I want the
Oh,
dash.
that's a great idea. Maybe something won't eat you this turn.
Maybe.
No promises.
So I'm just dashing over here to Mordai. So
Excellent. Anything else for you, Roscoe?
yeah, one quick question.
Certainly.
Is it possible for me to use spike growth on swamp water?
No. You need to cast.
Okay.
You need to cast it on ground. So, if, for the sake of argument, if you were to try and cast it on the water, on the surface, I would say, yeah, you successfully cast it. However, all that spike growth is at the bottom of the water, on the ground.
That's what I thought, but
So,
okay. Just
so
wanted to make sure.
Yeah, and you have no idea what the actual depth here is, but you do know that creatures have been swimming. Does that
Yes.
does that answer your question for you?
It does.
Fantastic. In which case,
I'll
Crow.
have to use something else.
Yeah, you'll have to think of fair. Crow, Nightshade, and Ghost are all controlled, which means we move to Throk, followed by Tanner. So Throk, you're feeling a little tired there, big guy. What do you want to do?
Am I feeling a little tired?
You're gonna be in about 2 or 3 rounds. What would you like to do?
I'm just gonna come up here and attack the troll. Now, of
Fantastic.
course, I'm assuming that the troll is really big and probably just as big, if not bigger than me, so I'm gonna be attacking it normal, I assume.
Correct, unless you want to use Reckless Attack.
Reckless attack. That one.
That will give you
Gosh, what is
advantage
it?
on all of your attack rolls, but anything that manages to attack you for the rest of the round will also have advantage. So, if I may, you could use it here, get advantage on all of your attacks, and then have Crow disengage and move away a goodly distance, so that you reduce the chances of things attacking you with advantage.
I was actually planning on doing just that because I'm on top of the water, the troll is swimming in it.
You are brilliant, sir. Would you like to engage this plan?
Yes.
Reckless
I will use-
attack.
Yeah.
Throk, you abandon all thoughts of self-defense and you go on a reckless rampage. Swing away, sir.
Well, I'm on rage anyway, so might as well rage!
This makes sense. Well, that would have been a miss with that 12, but 25 is certainly going to hit for 9 slashing, 2 rage, total 11. You still have your extra attack, and if you want to use it, your frenzy attack. Would you like to swing again?
And that's also at advantage, right?
Yep, all of your attacks have advantage while you are reckless attacking.
Ah ha
Wahaha.
That
So
would have been
that
one.
that 15 barely slips underneath the troll's upraised defensive arm, slashing into his chest for 8 slashing and 2 rage, total of 10. Would you like to frenzy? Still at advantage.
And
Frenzy! Bonus action.
Frenzy!
Ow! Oh, that's low damage. That's shockingly low damage for you. 14, and it's about to get worse. With a 14, you score only a glancing blow with your backstroke, catching just the corner of his elbow, dealing him 4 slashing and 2 rage. So that's 6. So that's going to be a total of 3 that he's going to take, following our house rule. Would you like to run away?
And then I just and run away.
Excellent. Run away! Keeping in mind that
I
anything you
don't
would...
think he'll beat here.
I'm sorry?
I don't think he'll beat me in this direction or in this distance.
Well, that is... Yeah, alright. Anything else for you, Throk? That was your action, your reckless, your bonus action?
That's it.
Alright, then we shall move on to Tanner, who, seeing this troll, and the troll having taken some damage, Tanner's going to sigh, I can't believe I keep dropping my lance this fight. I'm going to drop my lance. And then I'm going to pull out another flask.
Kersplash.
I rather hope this hits. And this is an improvised weapon attack at range, so I'm adding my strength and my proficiency, so that's a total of 7. Come on. Ooh, that's a good roll. That hits. Tanner's flask goes flying through the air, smacking across the wounded, slashed chest of the troll. Let me see here. What did I do for this guy? That. And... Ow, my neck. I don't know, so I'm going to use a different color tone. Oops, that's not what I wanted. Did I give that error message, or did someone else?
No, that was me.
Why?
I just turned down
sir?
my volume.
Oh. You don't like listening to me?
No, it was just a little loud.
Oh. I am suddenly in great disfavor.
Don't take it too personally.
I take it personally. Wait, what'd you say?
Nothing. You don't want to know.
You smart aleck.
You would have to edit it out, so.
I'll have to edit it out anyways. So that flask is going to hit. And I don't know why it's not appearing on my player screen. Rude. And spreading a thick, sticky fluid across the troll that immediately ignites in a flare of flame. So that was my interaction and my attack roll. So, you know, Crim's in a bit of trouble down there. I am gonna have Longstep take the disengage action preemptively. And right through here, down through here, over to here. Come on, a little bit more. There we go. Look at that. And I'm going to use my extra. Oh, and I thought I was flanking. Let me double check. I am not flanking. However, I am now attacking this ghoul, which is smaller than my mount, and is not riding anything. That's an interesting concept. A ghoul riding a creature. That I don't want to see that happen, actually. I'm going to attack it with my war shield. With mounted combatant, I get advantage. Well, that's going to hit for 8 damage. Ow. I just realized, for some reason, everything's showing up as though I were on my Dungeon Master screen, which I don't get. Hold on.
And a little bit of this, and a little bit of
Alright,
that.
so I attacked, dealt 8 points of bludgeoning, slashing damage to this ghoul here. I'm going to maintain my position, even though that makes me really nervous. I'm allowed to be nervous. There we go. Now the light's showing up. And Crim is now going to attack using pack tactics for advantage. So advantage. Peak attack from the bird. Eventually, there it goes. Hooray for eventually. Well, that's going to hit, and let's see if the ghouls can take massive damage or not. The ghoul takes massive damage and dies outright as Crim slashes open or stabs through its brainstem. Good, good. Come on. There we go. So that ghoul is gone. And considering how wounded Crim is, I'm going to direct him to fly over to you, Throk. He moves, let's see, 5, so that's too far. Gonna go about 55. That's 60, 55, there. Alright, moving right along. Mount is controlled. Marcus, we move to you, sir. You have divine favor. Your allies are more or less gathered in this body of water where you told them to go. So, what would you like to do, sir?
Just
Oh.
Dang habits. I'm trying to think on why Tanner left this troll.
I lit it on fire, and then I went over to help my bird. And I lit it on fire with alchemist fire, so it's going to continue to burn. Does that make sense?
Kind of. I think. Alright, I guess I'm going to try to come down here a little bit. I'm going to start by attacking this ghoul.
Okay. You have advantage thanks to mounted combatant.
I think I need to move one.
Go for the
That'll
attack,
get me
sir.
in range.
I'm sorry?
So I think I need to move one square closer, but yeah.
Yes. 5, 10, yes. Go for the attack, sir. These horrific undead must be stopped. 13 is a low roll for you, but a solid hit as you deal it 7, slashing 4, radiant, total of 11 damage, and it is immediately bloodied, as these things are accounted among undead who do not have flowing blood. Go for your extra attack, sir.
Not good enough. It must die.
A 14 is also a hit for 5, slashing 1 radiant. Total of 6. It is still very much not alive, but also not inert. With a bonus action, Polearm Master Button attack, you almost said Divine Smite. You critically hit, sir! Dealing it 4 bludgeoning for the crit plus 5, so that's 9 plus 8 from radiant. Ow! That's 17 total. Okay. So he is now at negative 12 and very dead. Or inactive.
Well, that could have gone smoother. Tanner, regroup. Regroup with the rest of the party. And I'm going to
I'm working on it.
up here.
Up
And I get
here?
there.
Up
I
here
went
where?
There. Does Nightshade only takes 1 square, right?
Yes.
I'll move just a little bit more there. And that'll have to do it.
Alrighty. Is that all for you, sir?
Protect the casters! Stay together as a group.
In the back of Tanner's mind, but I'm a caster.
Really, ones
Long
don't
step
count.
is country. What'd you say?
Weapon wielding casters don't count, Tanner.
Pointing at the sling Roscoe's wielding. Long step is control. Oh, sorry, I had to. Oh, look, the very grumpy bear with an owl's face. Shaking off the effects of the crackling, arcing lightning, it is going to summon up its great strength and is going to go galumphing this way. Taking the dash action. That was an excellent moment. Well done, sir. Do you already have a point of inspiration? If not, go ahead and take one. Oh, look at that, Throk. You got a new dance partner closing in on you, it seems.
Hello.
This creature is swimming. It's going to take the dash action. And get to... Come on. There. All right. Seeing as how they're not in immediate danger, the boat seems to stop moving. And that actually does make sense because of the pressure of the water. It is extremely difficult to go anywhere. So they are holding up their torches and pulling out weapons to defend their ship and their wares.
Oh, torches.
The
They're not-
ghouls.
Not,
Wait, what'd you
they're
say?
not going
I
away.
said, oh, the torches.
Oh, the torches. In answer to your question, they're not going away. They are actually holding position. And again, trying to back water that here, especially with their craft, is very, very difficult for them. Which ghoul? This one. Okay, so this one is swimming. So let's check its movement speed. There we go. It's gonna go to. Okay, so it's gonna dash. Um, 5, 10. It is not within your reach, sir. I was just checking. And it used its action to dash to get there. So this one is going to attack. I'm gonna say even for Tanner, odd for Longstep. Either one of you, would you please roll me 1d4? Even for Tanner, odd for Longstep. Even for Tanner it is. He's going to claw at Tanner's leg.
Oh, not good.
Actually fairly good. He doesn't touch me at all. I accept. Alright, so I'm gonna roll a d4 because the first troll up is on fire and does not get to heal. Or regenerate, I suppose I should say.
Regenerate!
Maximum damage from Alchemist's fire! Wahahaha. It howls in rage and is going to swim after Tanner, remembering that Tanner's the one who stuck this fire on him.
Oof.
It's gonna use an action to dash and gets to. Come on.
Come
Come on. Gets to here.
That's not what I expected.
on.
Burning mountainous troll of anger coming right at me. I'm gonna roll another d4
Roll.
because the next troll is also on fire.
Oh.
Ooh, and also takes max damage. Nice. I accept. He not. Sorry.
Just curious, did he pass
What?
through any of these squares?
Oh, so sorry.
Did who pass?
The troll?
Did who pass through? Which troll?
The one that...
Let me check. I will say yes. Would have passed through this square right here.
Cool. I think...
Okay, you only need to ping
Oh,
once.
sorry.
You don't need to ping 30 times, just so you
I
know.
don't know.
You may use an attack of opportunity if you so wish. However, it will be at normal, sir.
Will it? Will it? Use inspiration.
Unless you have a point of inspiration. I can't believe we said it at the same time. Is that another critical hit? That's a critical
I'm
hit.
angry. I'm angry. I am so angry. I want it. It was going the. Oh wait, I'm not that angry. I'm out of spells.
No. I'm so angry and empowered, except I'm out of gas. Alright, that's 10 from the crit. 13 from the weapons. That's 23 right there. Radiant, 4 and 1 is 5. So 23 and 5. 28 damage from that attack of opportunity.
Ooh, fun.
Ouch. Alright, so I applied damage to this fellow. He has moved, but not quite to where he needs to be, so let's see how far he went. That's okay. So he's going to move up. And he is enraged as well as on fire. So he's going to attack Tanner, yikes, a couple of times. This could be bad. 15 is a miss. 11 is a miss. Yeah. All 3 attacks miss.
Wow.
I am so happy with my armor class right now. And because I forgot earlier, I'm going to go ahead and take away another Alchemist Fire. There we go. Okay, sorry about that. Alrighty. This troll, this one unlit troll, it's gonna get to here. That's 30 feet just to get to there, so he's gonna take an action to dash. Getting himself to there. So that's awesome. Top of the round. Mordai. What you got? Tanner. Just uh-oh.
Before Mordai does anything, Marcus is gonna make a shout out, try to make a rallying cry to the entire party, calling for everyone to fall back as a group to the northeast, pointing at the swamp water there,
Okay.
and say, "Stay together, go for the waters in the northeast, and everyone try to attack the same target." That doesn't.
All right.
Yeah, that's what I'm trying for. Anyways, Mordai.
You're mentally spent. It's understandable that your words are clumsy. Mordai, what would you like to do?
I'm going to, let's see, can I just rotate over? That didn't work. Nope, come on. Do this correctly. There we go. I'm going to just kind of turn around here because I'm huge.
That's fair.
Move a few feet, and I'm going to reach over and I'm going to touch Roscoe. And I'm going to once again use my twin spell. And that.
And how many sorcery points does that take?
2.
How many do you have? You have
Not
2
an
left.
accident.
Okay.
or yeah, that's not a stutter. That's it. Yeah, they're gone. Anyways, I'm gonna cast Dragon's Breath on myself and Roscoe again.
All right, and you are concentrating with that bonus action, which means you still have your action left. So please mark yourself as concentrating. Which damage type are you choosing? Acid, cold, fire, lightning, or poison? Fire it is.
Yeah.
So go ahead and let's use this for fire to indicate the damage type chosen. This is active for 1 minute, so in 10 rounds, round 22, it will end. All right, Mordai, anything else for you, sir?
I'm gonna see what I can do to move here or not. Second.
No.
Oh, that doesn't really work.
What is that noise?
Sorry, I'm moving things around on my side.
How dare you?
I am multitasking.
I'm gonna
I didn't think that was
come
allowed
out
anymore.
this way, and I'm gonna blast fire at the owlbear.
All right. Do it to it. Creature must make a dexterity saving throw. So let's see how well he dodges. That is not very well at all. He's going to take the full 10 fire damage from that blast of fire. and it roars in pain at you. Anything else for you, Mordai?
I'm going to carefully stay away from his claws. Shoot, dang it. How did I do that? Okay, I moved 45
I don't
feet. I'm going to have Mount Dash. Move back up here. That's 50.
Okay.
That's 45 is 95. Move up here some. That'll be the end of my turn.
Excellent. Roscoe, your belly is full of fire, sir. What would you like to do? Roscoe, you're muted.
I'm feeling a little heartburn. Let's see.
Also, the burning oil is now extinguished.
Oh, that's fun. So, where can I run to? Where can I run to? Okay, I go right here and I use my action to equip my shield.
So anticlimactic.
And then what the
Anything
breath,
else for you, sir?
is that breath? Can I use that as a bonus action or is that an action?
No, sir. With the spell, it's an action to exhale. It's a bonus action to cast.
Wait, say that again? I got confused.
So, Mordai used his bonus action to cast the spell, but his action to breathe out the effect. So, it's an action to exhale. So you either equip your shield or you breathe out.
Well, I'll just equip my shield.
Valid. All right. And is that all for you, sir?
Well, my icon character is disappeared. So right now it just looks like Nightshade is running around.
I still see him.
Well, I don't see him on my side, so
Let me see if I can adjust that.
I don't know what happened to my Roscoe. There's my Roscoe. Oh, thank goodness.
Your Roscoe has returned.
Okay.
All right. Then I believe we shall move along to Crow, Nightshade, and Ghost, all of whom are controlled. So we go to Throk. Throk,
Yeah.
what you got?
Well, let's see. I have what? This is round 12, right?
Correct. So you have one more round. On the next round, round 13, Rage will end.
Okay. I will then come down here, and yes, that is 25 of my movement speed next to the owlbear, and I will attack with reckless attack.
Advantage on all of your attack rolls. Go for it, sir.
Reckless attack.
Let loose your rage.
Advantage. Rage! With only 4 slashing.
That will hit for 4, slashing 2, rage, total 6 damage. As you smite down upon the burnt flesh through the cloud of smoke. This bear is in incredible amounts of pain. You have your extra attack, sir.
I need to end its pain.
I mean, that would be most merciful. Wow, what is with your damage all of a sudden? Oh no! Wait, 12 is a glancing blow, I'm afraid. So reckless attack does make it so that you actually hit as opposed to not hit. So that's 4, slashing 2, rage, total 6, which is reduced in effectiveness because you didn't hit it full on, sir. It's still alive!
And then I shall use my last strike.
Frenzy away.
Oh my gosh, what?
What is...
Did you get loaded dice?
18 is a much... 18 is a much more solid hit, dealing 4, slashing 2, Rage totals 6 damage and death.
Did the computer weigh my dice on one side, so then I only use 4 slashing?
3 times in a row? I have no way of telling.
Yeah, the weight
But you
supposed to
did
go on
kill
the
it.
other side.
Right? Ugh. You smite it down with all 3 of your crashing attacks, sir. Anything else for you, Throk?
Yes, I'm going to stay right here.
Okay.
Next to this ghoul, because
Uh,
I don't know what he's going to do to Marcus, but if he decides to go after Marcus or me, I may use my sentinel.
Indeed. Or if he goes after your horses.
Yay.
And in that case, we move to Tanner, who finds himself very uncomfortably crowded. I'm gonna use a bonus action. And spend a 2nd level spell slot. And then I'm gonna use my interaction and pull out my 3rd and final flask. And then I'm gonna have long step disengage. And move back a wee bit. Just 5 feet. I want this to hit. I'm gonna use my point of inspiration for advantage. I don't know why I bothered to mark that, so I'm just going to come down here and I'm going to do this. Plus 7. So attack roll number 1, attack roll number 2. So I get a 19. Tanner's flask flies through the air and hits the troll on his left shoulder right here. Now I'm going to do a 5-foot circle, 5-foot radius circle. That's not a circle. That's a line. Silly me. Come on. My word. There we go. So there's a 5-foot radius circle. So that troll, that ghoul, and that troll all need to make dexterity saving throws. Dexterity. And dexterity. Checking my spell save DC. My spell save DC is 14, so they all fail. Who would like to roll for me? 2 Delta 10.
Ooh, 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 ooh. Me.
I think that would be Throk. Go for it, Throk. 2 Delta 10 piercing damage.
Roll.
As hail of thorns explodes off the surface of the flask, even as the flask shatters.
Oh boy.
So each creature is going to take 8 points of damage. And that 3rd troll is now on fire. I think that was a good use of point of inspiration.
Yes.
And that's the last one. Okay, so that was my interaction and my bonus action and my first attack roll. I've moved only 5 feet.
Now for your second attack roll.
I'm going to come up to here. And with my extra attack, I'm going to attack that ghoul with advantage thanks to mounted combatant. I spent that point of inspiration. Go away, you.
Oh,
War shield, smash! Slash! That's a dirty 20. That hits for 7 damage.
yay!
There we go. And let's see, I've only gone 50, 55 feet. I'm going to end my turn over here, right next to my lance. And let's see, how close are you to that ghoul? You're within 5 feet. Crim! And Crim's going to fly on over here. And with pack tactics, thank you, Throk. Wrong character sheet. The bird is going to attack the ghoul with advantage. getting a 15, which is a hit for 6 piercing damage.
Nice.
Ouch. Look how badly that thing is hurt. And Krim will finish his turn by... you know what? He is going to go ahead and... let's see. Out of 60? 45 out of 60? 15 feet. I'm going to send him flying up that way, which will trigger an attack of opportunity from the ghoul, who's going to try and take a bite out of my bird. Throk, would you like to use Sentinel? The 4 misses my bird.
Yes.
You have advantage on the attack between Reckless and Mounted Combatant. And you may use your reaction, sir.
More than
As Grim's
4
going to
for
finish
slashing!
Fingers crossed for you.
Oh, yes.
Well, that 17 is going to hit, and that's more than 4. So that's 8 slashing, 2 rage, total 10, and the ghoul is smashed into the water and does not come back up.
Any minute now.
Because
Still waiting.
it is gone. Mount is controlled. Marcus, it is now your turn.
Will he ever come up?
Blub, 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 blub. Mud and blood and bone, and that's probably half of its brain.
I think I hit
Come
it
floating to
too
the surface.
hard.
Marcus. I think you did. Marcus, it is your turn, sir.
Yeah, I'm gonna come down here, and I'm gonna finish what, hopefully finish what got started earlier.
Attack at normal, sir. $817 is a crushing blow for 8 slashing, 1 radiant, total of 9 damage.
Die, you evil lummox.
Wow, what's wrong with Divine Favor? 19 also hits for 6 slashing, 1 radiant, total of 7.
Hi.
You're chipping at him. A 26 hits for 5 bludgeoning and 3 radiant, total of 8. It yet lives. Do you wish to remain where you are, or do you want to move away?
I'll think that through real quick.
Move away!
Yeah. No, it's yet. No.
Oh, there is still one ghoul left, actually. I just realized. Whew.
I'm gonna
Marcus,
move
anything?
here. I have a ghost
Okay.
dodge action.
Alright, please mark Ghost as dodging. Long step is controlled. The panther-like thing. 10, 15, 20. It's going to dash.
Oops.
That is... I'm going to call that reach. So basically he's 10 feet away from you and Mount Mordai. These fellows, seeing that the danger has been savagely and greatly reduced, are going to stay where they are, holding position in the boat. The undead ghoul is screaming enraged hunger and pain because he's now covered in thorns. He's gonna jump into the water. So it's 20 feet. That makes 30, and it's gonna dash. He wants that food. Right! The burning trolls. I will get to roll a d4. Alchemist. I'm out of alchemist fire flasks. Who thinks I should get more?
Me?
I agree. Alright, the first troll is going to take an epic 1 point of fire damage. And is still alive. Whee! So much damage. Still enraged. Let's see, how close can he get? That's going to take him an action just to dash just to get there. Alright, time to roll the die one more time. As the second troll is also, wow, going to take 1 point of fire damage. So amazing, so much pain. On the other hand, he's also not they're also not regenerating, so there is that. I will accept that.
Yay!
10 to get to here, and then leaping forward into the water to here. Yes, he jumps that far.
Kersplash.
Full 20-foot jump. And then he's going to use an action to dash. Come on. I think that can only get him to, yes, here. And these trolls are all still on fire. I love it. Final troll is going to take... How did I know it? He was going to take 1 point of fire damage. He's also going to dash because it's going to take him a bit to get up there. But that will trigger an attack of opportunity from you, Marcus, as he comes within your range.
I'll take it. Nice standing
I
on top.
thought you might. That is... He should be right there. There we go. Sorry, what was that?
That's it.
Oh. That is a dirty 20 to hit for 13 slashing and 1 radiant. A total of 14 damage. Well struck, sir. All right, top of the round. At the start of this turn, Throk, you will be out of range. Because it is now round 13. Mordai, that creepy cat is right there next to you. What do you want to do?
So not where you're supposed to be.
I don't know if anyone will be able to hear that because my throat's kind of giving out a little bit. Thank you. Thank you. What you got, Mordai? Dude, that's a great purring sound.
Thank you.
This way. This doesn't give me what I want. Alright. This is just... So much this is not going to do what I wanted it to do, but oh well. I'm going to have Mount take the dash action.
Okay.
That's kind of debating.
And that will trigger an attack of opportunity.
I was afraid of that. And I squeak by away from it.
Squeak! Slip away.
Turning. So you can get about here.
It's a 15-foot cone?
Yeah. That'll be about what I'm aiming
Sweet.
for right there.
I thought so. So, some dexterity saving throws against fire breath. Here are the two trolls right there. One gets a nat 1, one gets a 10, so they're both gonna fail. The ghoul gets a 19 and succeeds. Which I think means he's gonna take half damage?
Yes.
Alright, roll damage. Well, that's 12 points of fire damage, and that ghoul is now not there. Wait, 6. Yeah, 6. Okay.
Woo.
He takes half damage because he succeeded. So he is now at this. I'm gonna say that this is the troll who got the nat 1, and he is going to be. You exhale your blast of fire breath, and when the smoke clears, there is a great big hole in the middle of the troll's torso.
Holy
You burned a
troll.
hole right through him. Ouch. Point of inspiration to either Roscoe or Throk. Oh, that hurt. Oh, that was amazing. Anything else for you, Mordai?
Did this last one take its?
Yes, I applied the 12 damage to it.
So yeah, Mordai's gonna come kind of scream a little bit with the cat, flee that, come down here, and be like, I thought we were running north. Rah! Try to burn these things.
I mean, trying to.
I'm trying to.
And Mordai can take a point. Mordai can take a point of inspiration.
And then that being 85 feet of movement, I'm going to take, what's that, leave another 35 feet.
Does Mount still have the horseshoes of speed, or I thought you gave those to Ghost?
I did. That's right, dashing is only getting me up to 120 feet.
Perfect. Oh, I wasn't questioning your movement math, by the way. I was trying to remember which horse. There we go. Which horse had the horseshoes?
That's Ghost.
Perfect. All right, Mordai. That was your. I think that was your full turn, sir.
Yes.
Nice. Roscoe, you are full of fire, and you have your shield, and the creepy bear is dead. You are suddenly very absent of enemies. What would you like to do, sir?
I can't tell you how badly I want to jump on top of Mordai, then to Throk, then to Marcus, and then go hit the trolls. Because they're like perfectly in line right now.
Funny, but no.
Let's see, I'm going to have him there, and then that's my 50. I'm going to have him dash a little bit. No, I'm not. I'm going to have him dash down here. And then, okay, with Fire's Breath, how far away can I be in order to hit my intended target? 15 feet?
Like so. It's a 15-foot cone.
All right, well, that's not going to hit any of my other friends, so I will do just that.
Fantastic. Troll saving throw, go! He gets a dirty 20, so he's going to succeed and take half damage. Roll the damage. That is 3 Delta 6 fire damage. For you there, Roscoe.
3 Delta 6 coming up. I sure hope it's a lot.
One hopes.
Not bad.
Well, that's 12. That is not bad at all. We are just hammering them with fire at this point. Anything else for you, Roscoe?
Yes, I use a bonus action to do nothing.
Fair. Alright, is that where you're going to stay then?
I'm gonna take the rest of my, let's see, I took 50 feet to get over there, another 10 more feet there, so I will use the rest of the 40 feet to just safely stay over here.
Fair enough. Crow, Nightshade, and Ghost are all controlled, so we go to Throk, whose rage just ended, and you have 1 level of exhaustion. Please mark your character sheet accordingly, sir.
1 level, exhausted, and rage gone. But you know what?
Fair.
I'm still gonna attack the troll.
Would you like to use a bonus action to engage rage one more time, or no?
Why not?
Alright, Bonus action rage. How many rages do you have left?
2.
All right. Also, side note, because you're using a bonus action to rage, on this turn you will not be able to frenzy.
Understand.
But you can still reckless attack. I mean, it is working out rather well for you.
It is.
Just saying.
Alright, I will reckless attack against the troll.
Nice. You have advantage on 2 of your attacks because you only have 2 this turn. Go for it.
And no 4, no 4, no 4. 5.
Well, that's a 25 to hit, and that's not a 4. So that's a total of 7 from 5 slashing and 2 rage. It's not a 4. That's what you wanted.
Yeah, but it's also not an 8.
I can't help that.
Well,
Of course, I can't help the 4 or 5 either, so...
I want an 8. Like at least 8 slashing, because then that'll give me like 10 total of points. Oh, wait.
My fingers, my toes, and my thumbs are all crossed for you, sir. Best of luck. Go for the attack.
Alright, crossing my tongue now.
I heard that.
Oh my gosh, yes,
Whoa.
please, please. Yes!
Unfortunately, 16 is a miss. Just kidding. 16 is a solid hit for 11 slashing, 2 rage. 13 damage.
I am going to kick you.
You deserve it. Anything else for you?
Now I'm going to disengage.
Very well. Ouch. All right.
Come right back up here.
Whew. Tanner is... Oh, let me advance the tracker. There we go. Tanner is going to use his interaction to finally retrieve his lance. Whew. I'm going to guide long step down a step on the water. Now, I'm going to attack with my lance, which, because I'm within 5 feet of my target, that means disadvantage. But thanks to Marcus, we are now flanking. So I'm going to attack that troll at normal. Normal. Lance. 25 hits, but due to the angle, it's not a great stab. I only deal him 5 piercing damage. So I might as well try again with my lance. There it is. Ooh, I want that to hit. Okay, 17's gonna hit for 16 damage, stabbing through the burning spine of this troll's neck.
Duck.
The troll drops. Sorry?
Marcus ducks so he doesn't eat that lance.
The lance ruptures through this thing's neck, stabbing towards Marcus, carrying a piece of burning troll flesh. Oh, I apologize, Marcus. I did not mean to almost stab you. And then I'm going to give a sharp whistle, and Krim is going to fly on over here. Does he have oh my gosh, he has just enough movement. Krim's going to attack with advantage from Pack Tactics. Ta-da. There.
Ooh, fish and chips.
Getting... Oh. Fish and trolls? Fish and trolls. That is going to hit for 9 piercing damage. Alright. And Tanner and Krim are going to hold position, kind of taking on this troll. I was going to say mono-e-troll, but that doesn't work. So it's man and bird versus troll. Mount is controlled. Marcus, it is your turn, sir. There is this troll. There is that strange creature. Sorry?
The troll is now controlled.
Did I say the troll's control? I thought I said
No,
Mount is controlled. Like,
I thought that was pretty funny.
fair. Marcus, what do you got, sir?
I'm gonna right over here, kind of close to Crim, and I believe that would give me advantage.
Okay.
Will it not?
That will give you advantage from flanking.
So I'm going to make sure we all work together to finish off our foes quickly, and try to see what we can do here.
$24 hits for 14 slashing and 1 radiant, total of 15. Whew. Yes, that hits.
Now I go for the other leg, and because I'm sure that will not work.
That's an awfully
as well.
difficult. I was gonna say the leg attack is an awfully difficult one to get because it's standing in the water. So hitting it with 6 slashing and 1 radiant, dealing it 7. Following that up with a very hard bonk to the head from the butt end of your glaive, dealing it 4 bludgeoning and 6 bludgeoning, total of 10. 4 radiant and 1, that's 5, so a total of 15. Well bonked, sir. Anything else for you, Marcus? Uh-oh. We seem to have lost Marcus.
No.
Throk, Roscoe.
Can you still
Can you hear
hear me?
I can still hear you,
Okay,
sir.
good.
But it seems that Marcus is somewhat inaudible. Let me see if he can respond to text. Oh, I would say no, because he disappeared entirely.
Oh. Looked like he came back for a little bit.
He seems to be trying to come back in. Let's see if we can get him into the chat.
Hello?
He is back!
Oh,
Welcome
Yeah,
back, sir. That was 3 solid hits. Anything else for you?
no.
What happened? I don't know. He just let me go and it disappeared.
Actually, I want to just a little bit. I want to just move up here, and I'm going to try and taunt the troll. I say, come get some.
Okay. Do you speak giant?
I speak rude hand gestures. As I give a good birdie signal.
Alright.
No, I do not speak giant.
I agree. I agree wholeheartedly with that.
Long step is controlled, and further off, something happens. Go. Alright. We move to the big cat with tentacles.
Big cat with tentacles. Big cat with
5. Sorry, it would have moved here for 20. There we go. And then it's going to leap 20 feet into the water with a great big splash. Now, this creature has moved within your range, Marcus. If you wish to use your attack of opportunity from Polar Master, you may, but it would be a disadvantage.
Oh, wait.
As you wish. It is going to proceed with its turn then. And it is going to lash out at you, Marcus, with a tentacle.
tentacality.
Getting an 11. Sorry.
Oh, that's not good.
Getting a 22. It's going to hit you for 9 bludgeoning, 4 piercing. That's a total of 13 14 damage, and I need a Constitution saving throw from Marcus. The DC to beat is 10, so I need to see a 10 or higher from you, sir. And you are going to gain the benefits of, not of less, of your Aura of Protection. I remembered the words.
I remember.
All right, well, that is a success. Even without Aura of Protection. You maintain concentration on Divine Favor, Marcus. Well done, sir. Further down on the river, the raftmen are going to let the water pull their craft forward, bringing the illumination of their lantern to aid us in our darkling struggle in this dimly lit swamp. So let's get you moved just a little bit further. That'll do. All right. Oh, look. It's the troll's turn.
Oh,
Who's on fire?
and lots of it.
And he takes 1 point of fire damage. He doesn't understand what Marcus says or did or anything like that, but he does remember that this fella right here lit him on fire. Troll mad. Gulp. 16 misses. 25 is gonna hit for 7 slashing. Ow, ow, ow. Fortunately, I'm not concentrating on anything, so I take the 7 slashing. Ow. Tanner is leaking blood down the side of Longstep and his own leg. Ow. And the final 16 also misses. Top of the round. Round 14. Mordai. It's your turn. Tanner, I think, would call out, focus on the cat thing. Crim and I can take this ugly fellow. Fighting something ugly.
Awesome.
Thank you. Mordai, what do you got, sir?
I'm just thinking.
Please don't breathe fire on me. Roscoe's considered breathing fire on me.
You don't know what I'm
Mordai?
considering.
I'm gonna ride up here.
No, I don't. But I thought it was a funny statement
And I'm
anyways.
gonna breathe fire at it.
Excellent. It is going to make a dexterity saving throw. Yes, okay. Roll damage. It fails the saving throw and is going to be using its avoidance feature to take only half damage instead of full.
Dang, I forgot that.
No worries. Anything else for you, Mordai, as you breathe out fire and see that this thing... oh, well, apparently you breathe fire at the thing that it is not where it is. Remembering that this thing appears to be in 2 places at once.
I'm gonna have Mount take the dash action as I come back over this way. And try to hide behind Throk.
Just barely out of its range, it does not get an attack of opportunity. Roscoe, it is now your turn, sir.
All right, I'm going to move Nightshade a little bit closer to about here, which I believe that is a good 15 feet from you. Nope, I need to move 1 more step closer.
Ah, I know. I think I know what you're doing. I guess I know what you're doing.
And I'm planning on using this spell.
Oh, good. Thank you.
Although
I am hurt.
I plan on using at a higher level, a level 3 spell. Which instead of
so this
3d6, I will be
4d10.
giving you a total of 4d6 for the roll.
4d10.
Is it 4d10? Oh well, you know what I meant.
It is 4d10. I knew what you meant. Roll it.
Alright.
4 delta 10 plus 3.
Alright, going down here so I can modify my advanced roll. Whoops. I want 4 d10s with an extra 3 from my wisdom modifier.
Perfection.
There you go.
Ooh! Thank you. Tanner's wound suddenly is not bleeding anymore as he regains 34 hit points.
Ooh.
And is... Yeah, he's at full health. Let's cut that down a little. There we go. Full health. Whoo! He's suddenly looking much more hale. Anything else for you, Roscoe?
Let's see. I did what? From there to there, that would have been 40 of my movement speed. Let's see. 10 feet down here. Let's have Nightshade dash and be about that far away.
Alrighty. Crow is that all for your turn, Roscoe?
That is it for my turn.
Excellent, sir. Crow, Nightshade, and Ghost are all controlled, so Throk, you are enraged. Which
Whoa.
target do you want to go after?
Who's still left?
The troll, which Tanner says he and Krim can handle, and the slippery like panther with tentacles that also seems to be in two places at once.
Wait, how's that possible?
That creature, you're not entirely sure, but you would know that for all the difficulty of hitting this thing, you have a reckless ability that would let you negate its hiding ability. Hiding? Deceptive ability. There we go.
Ah. Alright, well, I will use my reckless attack on it.
Noish. You will attack it at normal then, because your reckless attack is canceling out the disadvantage imposed by its ability.
Okay. Well, here's to what's left of it.
That's an interesting way of putting it. 14 is a solid hit for 8 slashing and 2 rage, total of 10 damage.
Oh, good.
It yowls in surprise as you hit very solidly, apparently guessing exactly where it stands. You have another attack, sir.
And then I will attack it again.
Still at reckless, so for advantage against its disadvantage.
Oh, yay.
A dirty 20 for 11 slashing and 2 rage, a total of 13 damage, as I almost say the wrong number.
Oh.
Ouch! Now, a question for you, sir.
Yeah.
You are already at 1 level of exhaustion. Do you want to risk a 2nd level and frenzy?
Yes.
Frenzy away! 24 hits for 5 slashing, 2 rage, total 7. Ouch. That is a tremendous series of blows. Anything else for you, Throk?
I will disengage and move back just about here.
Look at Throk beginning to employ some hit-and-run tactics. Very nicely done, sir.
Yeah. Thank you.
For his part, you're welcome. Tanner is going to stab with his... I'm going to have long step, disengage, step back. Actually, you know what? I'm not going to have disengage. I'm going to deliberately trigger an attack of opportunity from the troll. The troll is going to take a bite at my poor horse. Long step. Because he's hungry. Let me check. The armor class. My horse's armor class is 18, so that 15 completely misses. And now, attacking with advantage thanks to flanking with Krim, I'm going to use my lance against this burning troll. Goodbye, troll. Goodbye. Goodbye. Go away. Lance. That is 13 to hit, which is not a hit. That's a miss. Well, second time's the charm. I'll try again. I'm on advantage thanks to flanking. Lance! That's a hit.
That's-
17 hits for 7 damage. Sorry?
I said, yay, that's a hit.
Indeed. And then I'm going to charge back in, granting Pack Tactics to Krim, who's going to attack with advantage. Beak stab.
Go, go, go.
That'll hit for 7 piercing damage. Krim darts in, slams his beak through the side of the troll's head, and rips out its eyeball.
Ooh,
The troll falls.
ouch.
There is a quiet, small gulping sound, as Krim seems to have found a delicious delicacy.
Good for you.
Alright, so I move 5, that's 10 feet. I am going to take up flanking up here, and Krim is going to move up to, let's see, here, so that he can move in and attack on his next turn. All right, Mount is controlled. Marcus, it is now your turn, sir. Please do remember to take the dodging token off of Ghost.
Oh yes, that would make sense.
Thank you very much. Your attacks now have advantage with flanking. To cancel out its disadvantage, you attack it at normal, sir.
I'm gonna skin me a kitty then, as I swing this giant glaive at
Or
its
try to.
side.
Excellent. Go for it, sir. Excuse me. That'll hit for 9 slashing. You should be attacking at normal, not at advantage, as mentioned.
Sorry, I'm pretty sure you said attack it at advantage.
As mentioned, it imposes disadvantage on all attacks against it. Your advantage from flanking cancels out the disadvantage, meaning you attack it at normal. As per our normal house rules, we will be using the first result, which is the 18, which means you still hit 9 slashing for radiant, total of 13 damage.
Just to check, was light having an
defensive
effect on
defense.
its ability to kind of
Negative.
okay. Which was it?
But you still have 2 attacks left to you, sir. I know that's gonna hit. 23 hits for 7 slashing and 1 radiant, a total of 8 damage. Of 8 damage. There we go. I said it correctly. Oh, it's not another critical hit, but it is a solid hit. 19 hits for 8 bludgeoning, 4 radiant, 12 total. Ooh.
Almost there.
It nearly bought the farm. All right, Marcus. Anything else for you, sir?
I'm going to have Ghost take the dodge action, and I'm going to step back just a little bit.
That will trigger an attack of opportunity, though at disadvantage.
Even though I took the dodge?
Well, if you want to take the disengage action.
Disengage.
If I use the correct words, yes.
Very well. Ghost takes the disengage action and does not dodge, and simply slips away without triggering an attack of opportunity. Very good, Marcus. Long step is control.
My common is getting mixed with the goblin. Or my
Okay.
one of them.
Marcus, take a point of inspiration. The panther-like creature spins around and is going to attack. Pardon, Tanner. No, he's going to attack Longstep first and then Tanner. Longstep. That is a miss. Longstep has an armor class of 18, so now Tanner dodges easily, slipping around both the lashing tentacles. The 3 in the boat are going to let the boat I almost said draft forward, but I should say drift forward.
Not to the boats.
Not the boats. Let's put them right about there. Top of the round. Mordai, it is your turn. What do you got, Mordai?
I'm gonna come up here a little bit, and I'm gonna point my arm at him, and I'm gonna say, "Get that one!" As I shoot him with the light.
You are shooting at disadvantage. So take the shot, sir.
Yeah, okay, then I don't have inspiration.
Aw. Womp womp womp. Let's find out if he hits. Well, that's a 16 and a 16. That hits for 3 lightning damage. And it is shoved sideways through the water right up next to Krim, who squawks in surprise, like, oh, well, if you want to make it easier for me to eat you, very well. Anything else for you, Mordai?
No. I'll just for kicks
Alright,
and giggles,
then.
I'll have Mount
Sorry?
take the dodge action because I'm not disengaging and walking away from things. I am, in fact, dodging this time.
Very good. In which case, we now move to Roscoe on Nightshade. What do you got, sir?
Are there any more villains left?
Just that tentacled, 6-legged, panther-like, enormous monstrosity.
Oh, I thought you killed it. I'm sorry. I didn't see that there.
I tried.
Nope, it is still actually alive.
Let's see. I roll right on up to it and I go, oh, poor thing. I've been healing everybody. And I think it's probably about time I just healed your suffering by
Oh dear.
blowing fire at you.
Okay, let's check something real quick. Okay, that is just barely going to avoid hitting Krim.
You can also turn it just a wee bitsies.
Sorry?
Oh, nothing. It doesn't really matter.
That is a success, so it's only going to take half damage. Roll the damage, sir.
It's what, 3d6?
Yes.
Right?
Yes, 3 delta 6 fire damage.
Alright. Here we go. Not bad.
Ouch. It's going to take 6 points of burning death as it evaporates. Well, the water around it evaporates into a cloud of vicious steam. And with that, we exit initiative. Well, I would say that I'm in pain, but thank you, Roscoe. I am actually quite well. Oh dear, Krim. I'm gonna hold my arm out and giving a whistling call, and Krim will fly over to my arm, taking up a restful position. Like, okay, that was a lot. I am tired and sore now. The men in the boat row forward, staring openly. The one fellow in the stern, gives quick orders to his men to clear the river. After all, they have places to be and wares to barter. Let me get... Okay. So Krim is no longer in attack mode. Let's turn that off. There we go. And Marcus and Mordai, I think you can go ahead and release your concentration.
Yes, hold on a second.
Sure thing. The man in the stern. Oh, and Throk, with rage ending, that means another level of exhaustion for you, sir.
Oh, I'm gonna take a nectar, so then I stay at 1.
Would you like to take 2?
No.
Marcus, what is your passive perception for both you and Mordai, please?
Working on it. Marcus is
Noted.
9. Mordai is 10.
Okay. Throk, Roscoe, what are both of your passive perceptions, please?
Throk is at 9, and Roscoe, I believe, is at a 13. Yes, he is at a 13.
Okay. Not one of you would have noticed anything out of the ordinary. However, Tanner is going to beckon to the party. Okay. Tanner's going to beckon to the party, inviting everyone to gather closer to him while he sits wearily on the slightly wounded Longstep. I don't know if you noticed, but we were not fighting the entirety of the enemy here. I smelled someone off to the northwest and heard a horse's hoof a few times. They departed only a little while ago. I did not see who it was, but someone was watching the entirety of the fight.
A scout spying on us? Can you send him
can
to
you-
I doubt it, actually.
see which way he went and who he's reporting to?
I doubt that it's a scout. A scout, I think, would be more cautious. I am hesitant to send Krim. I'm not able to see through his eyes currently. If anything, I would prefer to go myself.
Is there an area where you believe that they were located?
To the northwest of our current position.
Northwest. I would like to try using Speak with Plants and see if I can talk to any of the plants and may know of what they saw over there.
That is an excellent option for you, sir. While you are preparing to cast that spell, the man in the stern of the boat comes up to you, Marcus, introducing himself as Karen. I'll just type it out.
Kerrin.
So it's a better...
Or possibly the name of
Yes.
the character right there. But yes.
Oh, I'm Karen. Thank you for what you did there. Felt fairly certain I was gonna end up in someone's belly today.
I'm
He is speaking to you, Marcus.
trying to remember why
So, Tanner earlier saw a group of large-sized creatures, that would be the two trolls, coming up from the south.
Bless you.
I didn't have time to mute. Thank you. Pursuing this raft. He also saw a group of undead creatures, that would be the ghouls, coming from the west to intercept the craft. What he did not see was the sheer group of orcs and ogres and bear owl mounts and the tentacled panthers all waiting to harry the ambush and trap the boat. So we came to warn them of the giants and the undead, and came upon them already trapped in a trap, frankly. Could I have? Let's see, Roscoe. Can you put Speak with Plants in the chat, please? Duration 10 minutes. Action to cast. Concentration. Is it concentration? I don't see that here.
doesn't appear to be.
Um,
I'll double check the book and just what it is.
I actually already have pulled up my book. LMNOP Speak. Shocking. Spider. Speak with animals. Speak with plants.
may not be.
It is not concentration. That's fancy.
Yeah.
Which plants are you going to speak to? Like, from which area?
Well, you said from the northwest.
True. Do you want to speak to any of the plants in the immediate area, or just head off to the northwest? And also, do you want to go alone?
I want to go. You know what? I would like to have Tanner come along with me.
Excellent. Do you want to proceed stealthily or no?
No, I don't think it's really necessary.
All right. Tanner is going to give a survival check to see if he can pick up any trails. Survival. I accidentally left it on advantage. That is my bad. We'll go with the first result, as is our normal house rule. And so basically, Tanner goes up. He's going to sniff at the area while he's first going to use his action to have Krim give him the help action. There we go. That gives him advantage to sniff the area and see if he can catch any scent trail. Tanner kind of wrinkles his nose a little bit. Oh, that is a very unwashed man smell that I'm picking up, as well as horse and steel and blood. Old blood. As I get ready to ask what your questions are, Roscoe. Marcus, do you respond to Karen at all? Karen, I guess you could say.
You're welcome. Where were you heading?
That's a good question. Where's my notes? 1 second.
And what are you carrying?
Here we go. Okay.
We're heading for a small village. It's called South Village. And we are bringing them materials to make lamps and lanterns. It is a most needed thing here. And these shadow-cursed swamps. You're Crusovians, I see, by your gear. Well met. What are Crusovians doing so far to the north? I thought the deserts were your hunting grounds.
And while Marcus thinks on that, Roscoe, what question do you want to ask the plants?
Well, I just want to ask the plants, who exactly did you see? Was it a male? Was it female? Young? Old? Anything in particular?
Okay, let me real quickly take a look here. Can question plants about events in the spells area within the past day, gaining information about creatures that have passed, weather, and other circumstances. The thoughts come sleepily to you, or perhaps even muddily, A great destroyer came by, one with 4 hooves that crush, and great flat teeth that rip and gnaw and eat us. On its back was a man, like the one beside you, but older, bigger, heavily armed, lots of metal. Did not look friendly.
Is there a way I can ask another question to the plant?
I mean, the spell lasts for 10 minutes, sure.
Okay. Yeah, so I wanted to ask the plants, did you notice any tattoos or scars or any markings on his armor that may stand out to us?
Lots of markings, dents, scratches, some bits of teeth, claws trapped in the armor's hold, like dead trees in the earth. He had a scar on his cheek. It looked like it was covered by a tattoo of a sword. He has black hair going gray and a thick beard, but his skin is sick and white. He does not look healthy, just very strong.
Is there any way you can...
Marcus. Hold that question there, Roscoe. Marcus, Karen has asked about what we are doing so far north. Do you want to tell him the totality of our mission, or do you want to keep some of it back?
I think I'll tell him something roughly along the lines that we are up here hunting a witch that's betrayed our tribe, and also dealing with these. I'm trying to remember what all we were doing up here, but I believe there's also a problem like a necromancer still kind of.
That was to the south. We've already dealt with that one.
Wasn't there also something though with like the Yuan-Ti and the dam they weren't destroyed?
We are...
The
Yuan-Ti are the ones who kidnapped our people, but I don't know how much of that you want to share with them. And we have come this way seeking magic weapons, because we've also had to fight some rather devastating fiends that were working with the Yuan-Ti. But again, I don't know how much of that you want to share. Or you could simply leave it at, we're seeking to find and punish someone who has betrayed our tribe. It's up to you.
I'm not going to tell him about the magic weapons issue. I will tell him that we're up here seeking someone who's betrayed our tribe, and I want to try to think through, like, he seems to know us. I don't particularly recognize them or their village. Do I?
So he recognizes us as part of the Crusovian people. Crusovians are a known force and of great number, and also as kind of a melting pot of peoples. You can either be born into the Crusovians, or you can voluntarily join. For example, Marcus, you were born into the Crusovians, whereas Throk, Roscoe, and Tanner, as well as Tanner's sister, were all joined. We became Crusovians out of choice rather than birth. Okay?
More relevantly than, like, do I recognize him as a Crusovian?
No, he is not a Crusovian.
So what I'm more trying to think through then is, like, do I recognize his tribe in any fashion, and whether or not they're kind of like known people or not?
He has tribal tattoos, but they are not of a predominant sort. So this is probably someone from a smaller tribe or a large tribe that you have not heard of or met. So it seems to me that you want to tell him only the part about us seeking Rain, though apparently not by giving her name, because she has betrayed our people.
Yeah, I'll keep it kind of a little vague in the sense that we're hunting a witch that has betrayed our people.
Excellent. Because you are trying to keep some information back, I am going to ask for a deception check, but it is not going to be exceptionally hard. Roscoe, while he does that, what were you going to ask the plants?
I was going to ask the plants, was there any source of plant or any mineral or element of plant on that person's body or within his possession?
All around you, with all the plants, the trees, the grass, the vines, a few you don't see, but you can sense in your mind. They all seem to ripple and shiver as though leaning away from you. The unhealthy crystal. The minerals in it weep. It is on his armor. And Roscoe, the mention of a crystal on his armor would bring to mind a lot of the orcs, all of the orcs that you saw, and the ogres in this fight. They all had crystals implanted in their armor.
They did.
Crystals that seem to absorb fire. Some crystals that seem to absorb magic itself, reducing the effectiveness of our attacks.
Okay.
While he ponders that, Marcus, the 13 is a success. Karen does not suspect that you are withholding information. He nods in an acquiescence to your question, your question, or your explanation, rather. Excuse me.
Well, you've done us a good turn, young Crusovian. Only fair we give you a little bit of aid. Look, we're in the low swamplands, yeah? Here, it is dangerous to sleep in the shadows. Those who do find themselves, well, sometimes those who sleep in the shadows don't always wake with all their parts present.
And I'm going to move us all to a new map, which you may see our traveling token right here, where I focus pinged you all. This is our current position in the low swamplands. Which, if you want to get a really good idea of how big this area is, I suggest you zoom out to about 70 or 60. And you'll see some glowing indicators. On the crude map that he shows you, Marcus, and Throk, with you being present, you actually recognize some of the features on the map as similar to the features on your own old map. The merchants that we've rescued are making for this village right here. The South Village. Carrying a cargo... I'm sorry?
What?
I don't think anyone.
Oh, I thought someone said something.
Nope.
Very well. Carrying a cargo of materials for the making of lanterns and or lamps. Because as they say, it is only by sleeping in at least some form of light that people have found that they can sleep without the risk of waking up with missing body parts. Assuming they wake up at all. Or remain here in this swampland. Because apparently, sometimes, the people go entirely missing. Not just parts, but entirely. Roscoe, did you have further questions of these plants?
Do you know which direction this man was heading?
He went northwest. And they don't know cardinal directions as plants, but the idea that they communicate to you translates through your spell into your mind as the direction of northwest.
Oh, one other thing I wanted to ask them.
Yes?
Did he have a particular scent on him?
I will tell you that this makes no sense to... the question of scent makes no sense to them. These are plants. They don't have noses.
I was just wondering. So,
They kind
guess
of like
the
waver.
question would
and
come about
and
if I
they-
tried
Huh?
speaking with animals.
Well, would they maybe think of it more like a pollen, like almost like bees and animals can share information by pollen and detection like that.
I'm gonna say that plants do not have a sense of smell.
Well, I tried. So,
Fair. Roscoe, you look up and Tanner's wrinkling his nose like, oh, wow, that's a lot of blood smell on that person, whoever he is. Marcus, did you have further questions for Karen?
Do you know a safe place where we can sleep for the night?
In the low swamplands? Aye. Anywhere with light. Of course, that only protects you from the shadows. From the rest, best I can suggest is that you make for the South Village.
Mm.
There are rafts that go from their island to the shores and back and forth to bring people to and from their island and their village.
I guess we'll head that way. I forget, were we also looking for a set of ruins in this area up here in the north?
We're looking for a hidden, ancient hidden location that would have magic weapons of our tribe.
Without talking about the issue of the magic weapons, though, or getting too specific about what we're looking for at this location. I mean, I'm trying to remember if there's something kind of like just a generic concept of like we're looking for a particular set of ruins or something.
A generic way of asking that would just be to simply ask, well, we do have an interest in ruins. Can you tell us anything about, like, ancient sites, temples, anything of the sort?
Yeah, something like that. I'd like to ask if he knows.
Kind of rubs his chin. He rubs his chin and considers for a minute.
I don't come from these parts. I come from further south. I'm not real familiar with any of the area here that is not part of the South Village. I come here, I stay in the light, I trade with the South Village, and then I get out. These low swamplands are no place for sane people.
And by that you can take to mean that he doesn't consider the people in the South Village to be very sane. But it does share that typically what he trades from them, or brings from them, if you want to know.
Yeah.
Okay. So typically speaking, he brings in iron, glass, and silver, predominantly for constructing lamps, as well as mirrors. He does mention that on occasion he'll bring in gemstones to help with trade. Apparently they enjoy some of the finer gemstones. Also, apparently some localized groups of people who happen to have some levels of magic will use some gemstones for the sake of casting their spells. Occasionally, he will also bring in shipments of wheat, flour, and barley. He takes out from South Village, where's my notes? Here it is. Often barrels of smoked eel and fish, as well as tobacco leaves, which I think will perk up Throk's interest, given that he's tried a sample of the local leaf varieties.
oh.
As well as mushrooms and peat for burning.
Mm.
That's not peat as in for the love of peat. That's this peat. And yes, I did just make a reference to Shrek in the middle of the swamps. Give myself a pat on the back for that one.
Up, up, up.
All right. Where do you want to have us head towards? Marcus?
I guess we can head for South Village. I
Okay.
figure everyone would like
Roscoe, you and
long
Tanner are...
rest. Sorry.
I'm sorry, Marcus?
kinda want
I'm sorry, Marcus, try again?
Yeah, I kind of want to check in at the party and see if everyone wants a long rest before going out searching for the ruins or rain.
One thing I'll point out is that we have traveled for roughly half the day, so we could get another 6 miles in.
How far is South
6
Village?
miles? Let me double check that. Well, you have the map.
Or is it 1 mile per square, or I don't remember. Oh, yes, it is. No, it's 3.
It is 3 miles per square. Let me check my notes real quick. I'm sorry, I misspoke. We can travel another 12 miles today without pushing the horses too hard.
Tanner, do you know any traveling skills that might just get us all the way to another 10 miles? Or, 10 miles further?
We could force the horses to continue, but we will be traveling into the night at that point, and the deep dark of the swamps. I don't recommend that. And in point of fact, Marcus, much of the swamps between the mud, the deep water, and the thickly overgrown vegetation is going to be difficult terrain, which means that right there where you have that line drawn, or where I have that line drawn for 6, that would be the farthest distance that most people in our current position could get. With Tanner in the party, we can get out to 12 miles today. Does that make sense?
Yeah, I guess we'll start with that.
Okay.
One odd thing, we've dealt with orcs and ogres before, but this was different. These fellas came prepared. They blocked the river on both ends of my boat, and they were armored. They were organized. Ain't natural for orcs to act like that. Something wrong with this here world.
He turns and spits into the water. In point of fact, Marcus, he is quite accurate. It is very unusual to see orcs and ogres acting in conjunction in that way, especially some level of strategy. To say nothing of the gemstones that were implanted in their armor.
That's right. We want to try and see if we can remove some of those and take those with us before we go anywhere.
Marcus, you are proficient with smith's tools, I believe, yes? Alright, please give me, sir, a skill check with your smith's tools. So if you'll pull up your character sheet and scroll down to smith's tools underneath your passive wisdom perception. Go ahead and click on the words smith's tools and choose intelligence for your attribute. You are examining these gemstones implanted in the armor while I find my notes. Okay, excellent. These crystals are not simply placed on the armor, they have been forged into the armor. In point of fact, the armor has been designed from its inception with the purpose of holding these crystals. So removing the crystals is not going to be as simple as grabbing hold and yanking them out of the armor. You're going to need a forge in order to pull them out. And you're going to need armor that has been designed to hold the crystal. Does that make sense?
Kinda. As a experimental thing, can we set... There was one of them that I damaged already. Can we set that on the ground and walk away maybe 80 feet or something, and then have Mordai shoot it with lightning and see if it blows up?
That's one way to put it, I suppose.
I want to see what happens when these things break.
It will take a great deal of time to do so. So, in essence, yes, but how much time do you want to spend doing this?
That shouldn't take very long.
I'm sorry?
Well, for one thing, just trying to see if we can blow the damaged one up, that shouldn't take very long, right? Take the armor, or even just carry that creature somewhere, set him down on the ground, walk 80 feet away, and shoot it a few times, right?
Well, the creature in question was an ogre. I don't know about you, but I don't think we can pick up an ogre.
I could.
Lash it to a horse and drag it.
You could drag the ogre, that's for sure.
Just chop off its
that will
legs,
slow us
and then
down.
I can carry it.
So, in point of... a more reasonable approach would be to simply remove the armor from the creature and take the armor with us. Again, it will take some time. So either you can attempt it now, or you can wait until we set up camp and then try.
Mm.
Does that make
I'll
sense?
go remove armor.
Yeah. I'm still kind of thinking, like, probably the slowest part is just going to be getting all the armor off these different things. Right?
That will take time, but because depending on what the armor is. So, for example, if it's heavy armor, then it's going to take, I think, about 10 minutes to doff it from them each. Excuse me. Am I right on that for heavy armor?
I think so. For heavy armor.
Could be wrong.
One more page. There we go. To doff heavy armor is 5 minutes per set. For medium armor, it's 1 minute, and for light armor, it's 1 minute. So let's see here. Which armor was the damage type? That was hide, which is medium armor. So it would take 1 minute to remove the armor from the ogre that you damaged the crystal of.
Okay. Yeah, I do kind of want to do this before we take it too far. I don't know if these things are cursed and dangerous. If maybe we can roughly kind of do something with them without endangering ourselves too much. I think maybe at least for the blow-up portion,
Sure.
It's probably decent to figure this out now before we try to stick these things in our pouches. And
Are you talking to me or to Marcus?
I was saying sure, as in yes, I understand what you're saying.
Yeah.
And let's see, what were the orcs wearing? They were wearing... Checking. Eventually, when it loads. They were also wearing hide armor. That one. Yeah. So it seems that most of them were wearing hide armor. Excuse me. Yep, hide armor. That? No. Let's try that one. This one. Here we go. Yep, hide armor again. Yeah, it seems that most of them were just wearing hide armor. So with only a few minutes, we could take the hide armor off of most of these orcs, as well as the ogre. How far do you want us to follow the river or go further inland?
First I kind of want to just carry that damaged one over to the bank, walk 80 feet, make sure everyone's getting clear of it, and then blast it. Let's see what happens.
Can you put your spell into the chat, please? I think you're planning on using Shock Bolt. Okay, thank you. And you're level 4, so it's going to be 1d10. It's gonna take. So it takes, on top of everything, it takes Mordai about a minute of straight up blasting this thing over and over and over and over again. This button. Until finally it cracks open. There is a thunderous noise. When the light clears, there's a decent-sized scoop of earth suddenly removed from the ground. The water from the river is pouring to the new divot. Yeah, it looks like it does some damage if you're within about 10 feet of it if it blows up.
Yeah, ready? But it does seem like it maybe took kind of in the range of like 50 or 60 points of damage.
I mean, yes. Remembering that, this crystal... let me rephrase this. You know roughly how long it took, but you don't think... You, Marcus, do not think in terms of this item has X hit points.
Right.
Or points of damage. You realize that hitting this thing over and over again took Mordai about a minute, a little bit more, to finally make it go boom.
Okay. Well, that's dangerous.
And by the way, after making it go boom, the crystal and the armor are quite well obliterated. They're gone.
Yeah. They're dangerous, but they're not super dangerous. So yeah, let's take the other pieces and then we'll start moving.
Tanner eyes the divot carved into the earth that's filling up with swamp water. Not super dangerous. Of course. And again, remember that in order to put one of these crystals into armor, at the least, it's going to need to be armor that was designed to hold the crystal. Okay?
Right.
Alright, do you want us to follow the river or proceed inland?
I can hear Marcus, but I can't hear Tanner now for some reason.
Can you hear me now, Roscoe?
Roscoe, can you hear him now when he's talking?
Oh,
Oh, wait.
how about now,
There we
Roscoe?
go. Now I can hear you.
Noise.
Yeah, I couldn't hear Marcus for quite a while, so I thought, okay, I'm going to update it. And after I tried updating it twice, you couldn't come up. So, yeah.
Weird. Survival. Here it is. Marcus, inland or river
How many
route?
more miles does Karen think he has by river?
We can go fairly quickly, so to speak. I'm using absolutely the wrong voice. My bad.
Do you think you'll need an escort or
More gruff.
you can travel on your own? Sorry.
What was that, Marcus?
I was trying to check with Karen, think if he needs an escort or if he thinks he will just travel on his own to the South Village.
I couldn't say. I don't know what to expect at this point. I've never seen orcs and ogres behave like this.
Whoever would like to can give me an intelligence or insight check. I rolled a 15, now a 13. Sorry, 15, 14, then 13. Nice, Marcus. Marcus, at your best. Oh, Throk, Roscoe, did either of you want to roll? Was that Throk or was that Roscoe? Perfect. Remember that Throk has a level of exhaustion, so if he wants to make an ability check, it will be at disadvantage. Alright. Given the fact that these orcs and ogres had laid a trap here, they were evidently expecting this to be the final stopping point of the raft. It is unlikely that they will have another trap prepared further down the river, if that makes sense.
Yeah. I guess well, I'll have our party take the most direct route by going inland.
All right, and Tanner, notably, pays close attention to scent as he proceeds forward, and for a goodly portion, it seems that we are on a mirroring trail to the stranger that Roscoe, thanks to his spell, now has a description of. An older man with a beard, graying black hair, and a scar on his left cheek that is slightly altered with the tattoo of a sword, who was apparently riding a horse. Or as the plants were referring to it, the Great Destroyer.
Also,
However,
noticed how
after a time... Oh, go ahead.
Also, I noticed too how when I asked for the description, the plants were actually very shocked and did not like when I asked them that question.
More to the point, you asked something about minerals that this person was carrying, and that's when they reacted.
Mhm.
However, after a little bit less than an hour of travel, Tanner kind of glances off to the side, looks forward. Let's go here. So 3 miles gets us. Oops, 3 miles gets us here for 1 hour. The person has turned aside. They've gone further to the north.
I almost wonder if they're
Roscoe.
heading in the same direction we are.
Forward.
Hold on. What was that, Roscoe? Hold on. One at a time. Throk, what were you saying? Or
Roscoe was saying, I wonder if they're heading in the same direction as we are.
I wonder if they're using the same wind we are. In point of fact, they went further north, whereas our direction is taking us more on the northwest route. Marcus, were you going to say or ask something?
Yeah, I was gonna ask Roscoe, what is your wisest counsel? Should we just keep going to the village? Or should we maybe go ahead and start pursuing these creatures?
I think we need to go to the village, mostly to get supplies, rest up, and then maybe ask some of the locals if they know anything about any of the things that we've witnessed thus far.
As Tanner briefly uses his Pearl Power to recover a second level spell slot, because he kind of want that ammo. Alright. Marcus, do you want us to try and pursue that foe, or proceed onward on Roscoe's counsel to the South Village?
We'll keep going to South Village.
Excellent. So that's half our distance, so we are going to put ourselves... let's put ourselves here. There we go. Okay. That is the end of our traveling day. There we go. Tanner, as we come to a stop, is going to spend a first level spell slot. So, 6 miles. Just 1 second. Let's get this loaded up. Come on. Let's do... Oh, come on. I just had the button. There we go. Save. Okay. So, basically... Tanner, as we are drawing... So, right at that 6 mile spot that we were at before. So I'm gonna... there we go. Anything within that 6 miles, I'm going to use Primeval Awareness to see if I detect anything. So let's find out, shall we? I sensed quite a few things, actually. I sensed, within 6 miles of us, I sensed the presence of celestials. That's encouraging. Fae, that is mildly concerning. Elementals, that's interesting and slightly concerning. And he twitches for a moment, his still facing to the northwest. Just a moment ago, I sensed the presence of aberrations. That is alarming.
Which direction were those ones? Oh, you don't
Sorry.
know. Oh, I was trying to see if he had any idea which direction the aberrations were.
So basically, about a minute after he engaged, a little bit less than a minute after he started Primeval Awareness, somewhere to the northwest, he sensed the presence of aberrations.
Well, we don't want to find those before we take a rest. So maybe we should take a rest now.
So basically, somewhere in that direction are aberrations and Fae.
Yeah.
Everything else, he could not tell you which direction they were in.
So maybe we should take a rest here. We set out some.
I mean, we are at the end of the traveling day.
Set out a perimeter of torches and pitons.
Perhaps caltrops?
Yes,
And
dang
some
it.
caltrop.
I know words. What I do?
To be fair, you have not used that phrase very often. That's much more often than my phrase.
Of course, I do know words.
All right.
Some of them.
We will set out caltrops, and Marcus, this might be a good time, instead of relying on torches. Torches will only burn for an hour, whereas lanterns will burn for significantly longer. But we'll take flasks of oil. Do we have flasks of oil?
Do we?
You can check your character sheets and your inventories.
Checking.
I think I have 7 flasks of oil.
Let's see.
And I'm checking to see how long lanterns burn for.
I have 3 flasks of oil.
Okay.
I think I have 10.
And a lamp, when lit, casts bright light in a 15-foot radius and dim light for an additional 30. Once lit, it burns for 6 hours on a single flask of oil. So that is the equivalent of a long rest, at least for the sleeping portion. All right. So who would like to spend a flask of oil?
I guess Marcus can. I believe he had.
All right. Please deduct 1 flask of oil. Light to the. Do you have a lantern or a lamp, I suppose? Marcus?
Checking. Yes, I do.
Excellent. All right, and I assume that the watch schedule is going to be the same. Marcus will take first, Roscoe second, Throk third, and Tanner fourth. I presume.
Sure.
Yes.
All right, excellent. In that case, we settle in for a long rest in these creepily dark, quiet, mist-shrouded, low swamplands. And with that, we're going to call it for the night. I want to thank you both so much for playing, and I hope you had fun.
I'm actually really glad we were able to make it through the fight.
All things considered, the way it started, absolutely it's the same for me. What were you going to say there, Marcus?
I was going to double check that we were able to set out caltrops, like a perimeter of caltrops to protect the camp. And
I believe so. I'm not sure how many caltrops we each have, but I have 2. 2 bags. I have 2 bags of caltrops, which is 20 per bag. And I think that only covers 1 5-foot square. So basically, I can cover 2 squares. So we will see how the night goes when next we play. I want to again, I thank you both so much for playing. I hope you had fun. Yes, Marcus, we do set out a perimeter as best we can with caltrops. And for those of you who are listening and watching along at home, or in whatever means you are following our adventures, I want to thank you both all so much for joining us once more in Land of the Predator. We hope you enjoyed it as much as we had fun and endangered ourselves. And we hope that you will join us next time in Land of the Predator. Have a good night.
Good
thank
night.
you for sitting and running the game for us. Yes, have a good night.
Quite welcome. Thank you, fellow adventurers, for joining us once more. Please comment below to vote on what monsters you want to see Marcus, Mordai, Throk, Tanner, and Roscoe take on next. You can vote for more than one kind at a time. Air Elemental, Earth Elemental, Giant Crocodile, Shambling Mound, Troll, Water Elemental. Let us know if you want to see more combats taking place in the dark of night, in dim twilight, or bright daytime. Shout out and thanks to Hannah for our wonderful character art. If you want to see other examples of Hannah's work, check out her Instagram at HannahWolf224. And if you want to reach out for character art of your own, her email is wildarts22@gmail.com. The music you are listening to is from Tabletop Audio, free music tracks to enhance your gaming experience. Thank you for watching, and we hope we'll see you again next time.